Well, hey there, everybody. How are you guys all doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm Bobbie, and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today I thought we would check in with Trump and see how he's doing. I'm doing this reading on January 2nd, and I want to see the energy of Trump from now until Inauguration Day. We'll see if we can pick up on any inauguration energies, and just kind of see what all's going on. As always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only, okay? So, again, that's entertainment purposes only. You're going to do your own research, make your own decisions, use your own best judgment when it comes to these things, okay? And let's see what we have here for Donald Trump. I want to look first, I just want to do a general energy for the next 3 weeks. All right. So the next 3 weeks, Donald Trump. Let's see what we have here. Do not want to shuffle good. One more. That didn't shuffle good either, but we're going to roll with it. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we have for Trump for the next 3 weeks. Okay, so this first week we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, we have the Moon, and we have the King of Swords reversed. Seven of Pentacles, this talks about procrastinating, putting something off. The Moon is about secrets, things that are not being seen, things that are beneath the surface, things that could be going on behind the scenes. The Moon can also talk about changes coming. And then we have the King of Swords reversed. And the King of Swords reversed, this is someone who is very destructive, someone who operates out of malice. So for this week, I am feeling like this is talking about what's going on with the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. So I feel like the Republican Party, or perhaps even Trump, is kind of procrastinating on getting the word out on really what to do, because it was kind of signaled from, Musk and Trump earlier that Mike Johnson was, doing a terrible job and had to go. But then Trump just came out and endorsed Johnson. So I don't know what's going to happen, because he can only afford to lose one vote, and there's one person who's already said that he's not voting for him. So there are things that are happening behind the scenes. This King of Swords, though, this is someone who's very destructive. So I feel like there's going to be a destructive male that's going to get involved this week and have some type of a negative impact. Now, I'm going back and forth on whether this could be Musk, or this is going to be Trump himself, or perhaps someone else. But I am feeling like there's procrastination and egos of these, destructive males is going to make this a very rough week. And I definitely think it's in regards to this speakership. You know what? Let's get a What's the Vibe card and see if we can get some other, feelings on what is going on here for this first week we have. Okay, let's see what wants to pop out. We have vacay, get away, relax, have fun. It's way too many. Let's get one more card. We have intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness. Suffering in silence and waves. Unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. Okay. So looking at these What's the Vibe cards, I'm really feeling like the person who's going to throw the wrench into the speakership is going to be Musk. And it's going to be because he was, so angry over that whole, debt ceiling and him freaking out about the budget and all of that. Um, I feel like it's going to be Musk because it's going to be someone who has an intimate relationship with Trump. And this doesn't mean intimate, like as in, romantic. It's just they're spending a lot of time together. They're very close. It's closeness, unity, mutual respect. And they're spending all of this time off at Mar-a-Lago, which is like this place that I feel like doesn't even exist necessarily in reality. I feel like it's sort of this like dystopian place where these people go and like they make decisions that impact the real world, but it's not a real world environment, if that makes any sense. So I do feel like the person that's going to bring this King of Swords reverse is going to be Musk. Now, there is some worry, some fear. I feel like this is coming from Trump's camp more so than him. It could be him as well. I think that this is talking about the fear of if they're not able to get a new speaker, that could impact when Trump gets oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Confirm, January 6th when that happens. And then, it's not the confirmation. Why am I completely blanking, you guys? I'm not like 100% back from being sick. And I feel like my mind is not as sharp and I can definitely feel, the heaviness in my head. But anyway, so whatever that is, there's fear that this issue is going to cause some kind of delays. The suffering in silence, I feel like this is kind of can apply to several people within this camp. I feel like this is speaking, though, most specifically about Trump. I feel like he has maladies that are happening with his mind and his body, and they're not being addressed. They're being swept under the rug. And I feel like this is looking at that or like mentioning that, like, hey, there are things going on and no one is paying attention to them. And it's like a ticking time bomb under the surface that's going tick, tick, tick. There may be something this week that happens that brings that more into light. We may see, something that shows a decline in his cognition or a decline in his physical well-being. I don't think it's going to be anything major, but I think it's going to be something like small, like another, tweet that should have been a text, or, like the garbage truck thing where he reached for the handle and kind of slipped, like kind of misstepped. I think it's going to be something like that, but there's going to be some kind of a little tell this week of what's going on with Trump underneath the surface. Okay, so now I want to look at the second week. This is going to be the week between the certification and the inauguration. And so we have the 8 of Cups reversed, we have the 10 of Swords, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups reversed is errors in judgment. Okay. And 10 of Swords is all about anxiety. It's about stress. It's about endings. It can be revenge, retaliation, suffering. And the 4 of Pentacles is desperately trying to hold on to something. We might see something happen in this middle week. So the week between this week and inauguration week, that puts Trump's presidency in jeopardy, because there's going to be errors and judgment, which is going to be, ending, suffering, something substantial, and him trying to hold on to something. So if this isn't him trying to hold on to the presidency, this could be something like trying to hold on to a property, but it defaulting and foreclosing and him losing it. It's him making a bad judgment and it costing him something, and him trying desperately to hold on to it the second week. So whatever that looks like, okay? I know a lot of people are really hoping or thinking that there's going to be something that comes up at the last minute that's going to prevent him from getting into the office. I am not seeing that. However, this is interesting, right? This energy for these 3 weeks, this is a really interesting energy. So then the week of the inauguration, we have Temperance reversed, we have Knight of Pentacles reversed, and we have Six of Pentacles reversed. So when the Temperance card is reversed, it talks about being out of balance. It can talk about an excess or an overflow of something, too much of something. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving knight. He's coming in, he's very slow. This is financial mismanagement. This is not being solid when it comes to like your foundation. There's just something lacking there. And then we have the Six of Pentacles reversed, and this is all about being greedy, not being grateful, not being able to hold on to money, not being able to hold on to finances. So there could be some kind of an excess or overflow that's impacting the inauguration. I'm wondering if the inauguration might be delayed a little bit, because this is such a slow moving night. That's really interesting. Let's get some clarifiers on this one. Okay, Spirit, can I get a clarification on, will Trump be celebrating his inauguration on the 20th of January? Will Trump be celebrating his inauguration on the 20th of January? 10 of Cups reversed. This is broken family, shattered values, broken dreams, things happening in the family. This is emotions. This is feelings. That's not very promising. That's not very promising. If he does get sworn in, there's going to be something that in his family that happens that's not great. This is really not good energy here. Let's pick these up and let's ask some more questions here. See what all we can get. It's so curious to know what's going to happen. We've also had all of these weird things happening. So New Year's, we had the man who drove the truck into the crowd of people in New Orleans. And then we had the cyber truck that blew up outside of Trump Tower or Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. There's just all kinds of very weird energy. So what I want to see is Trump, let's see. Is Trump going to make it to being sworn in as the next president? Ooh, news coming in fast, and these cards flew. King of Cups, Page of Swords reversed. Okay, so news coming in fast. King of Cups is about, it's diplomatic relations, okay? And then we have this Page of Swords reversed. This is someone who's manipulative and cunning. News is going to come in, I think, about the presidency where there's some type of manipulation. Can we get more clarification? The World card. The World card, that's completion. That's end of a cycle. It's like fulfillment. It's success. So I do see him being sworn in as president. I do see him being sworn in as president. Okay, so yeah, I do see that. Okay, so I'm wondering if there's going to be another like unsuccessful assassination attempt on him in the next 3 weeks. What does Trump's safety situation look like in these next 3 weeks? What is Trump's safety situation like? Let's see here. Trump's safety situation. King of Swords reversed. So this again is that destructive male influence. There is a man in his camp that is dangerous. That is a dangerous person. Justice. Okay, so there's going to be some kind of justice, and this could be karmic justice. This might not be an actual someone, going to court and having legal justice. This could be a karmic justice, a balancing of the scales, but there is someone around who is going to be like the deliverer of justice in some very weird way. Four of Swords reversed. The Four of Swords reversed is unnecessary conflict. So there's someone in the camp that is a danger to Trump. The High Priestess reversed. This is all about deceit, duplicity, hypocrisy. The person who wants to bring him down is inside. I feel like this is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research, make your own opinions. No facts, my own intuitions, downloads, and all that. I'm wondering if it's Elon. If it's not Elon, there is someone in the camp that does not have his best. Well, I don't think any of them have any of their best interests at heart. Let's be real. But there's someone in his camp who is actively trying to, I think, bring an end to Trump. Okay, so then is this person going to be successful? Is this person going to be successful? Will this person be successful in bringing an end to Trump? Page of Wands reverse. That is an issue with communication, electronic communication. Lover's card reverse, splitting up of a partnership. Five of Pentacles, being left with nothing, being completely just down on your luck. Absolutely nothing left. Seven of Wands. This is about having to fight, to take up a fight. I'm not getting a really clear answer on this. With this, Trump's going to be left in a bad situation. I don't know that he's going to be fully taken out, but he's not going to be left in a good situation. The partnership is going to split, and he's going to be left in this Five of Pentacles energy. This Five of Pentacles energy is all about financial loss, being excluded, hardships. Seven of Wands, again, this is having to fight opposition. This is strong resistance. This is needing to stand strong for yourself. This is not going to be good for him, but I don't see this necessarily being life-ending. I don't see that person being responsible for the end of his life, okay? If something happens to him, it's not going to be because that person took him out or is responsible for taking him out. But that person is going to mess up their life or try to mess up his life. Big time try to mess up his life. That's interesting. Okay, so now I want to take a look at some other stuff that's going on here in the world or in the U.S. because, man, there's just all kinds of weird stuff going on, all right? Okay, I wanted to know or see if we can find anything out about the Tesla that was that was blown up outside of Trump Hotel in Las Vegas, and the truck that drove through the crowd in New Orleans. I want to know if those are related incidences. I feel like there's some very weird stuff going on. Let's talk about, while I'm shuffling, let's talk about the fact that that kid, Thomas Crooks, was that his name? The kid who did the assassination attempt, the first assassination attempt on Trump. We are not hearing anything about his family, how they're doing, any follow-up, nothing, right? It's crickets. We're not hearing anything about that. Don't you find that odd? Especially that it was a young boy. Why wouldn't that continue to be a major news story? Then we're not hearing anything about the perpetrator of the second attempt. I feel like a lot of what's going on in the world right now is some kind of a weird, I don't know. I don't know if it's like psyop stuff going on or what. But I'm curious to know because it seems like it's always these people that you wouldn't expect. A lot of people with like military background, people that would typically be more pro Trump, especially with that Thomas Crooks kid. He was definitely, a MAGA family. So was that other guy, that was trying to get Trump on his false flag event. Okay, so I'm wondering if these things are all interconnected and if these are part of something bigger, if this is some organization that's doing this. Yeah. Okay. So I do feel like these events are connected. And it is those people, the theys, the 1%. You can think that the government runs things all you want to. They don't. It's the people with the money. It's the Zuckerbergs. It's the Musks. It's the Bezos. It's those people. It's the people with the money, and it's getting really tough right now because I think what we're seeing these like breaking of the factions. Okay, so this is the way. Let's tinfoil hat time, guys. This is just conspiracy theories according to Bobbie. So it's not just Democrat, Republican. There are the people behind the scenes that are pulling the strings. And I think that they have kind of their own groups within those. And I think that that's why we see some kind of fighting. And I think that's why we have sort of this fallout from, Democrat and Republican. I think that there might be like the groups may have split into separate, like factions or whatever. And so we're seeing these events happen in the world because it's them fighting with one another behind the scenes. And we're seeing these things happen, these events. But I do very much feel like these people are people that are, whether it's through like some kind of MK Ultra, again, for entertainment purposes only. I don't know if it's some kind of MK Ultra programming or what is being done, but there is some type of, whether it's, biological, chemical, or scientific, that is causing these people to do what they're doing. They're like getting in their head and radicalizing them, and then we have this aliens, which we all know that the aliens are probably involved. We have military operations, so this definitely could be connected to the U.S. military. Both the New Orleans and the Vegas attackers were former military. Well, the one was in Vegas was an active Green Beret. So I'm wondering if they're getting, these stories are cover-ups. That's why it's like they're leaving these little breadcrumbs. Like both vehicles were rented using the Turo app. Devil. This is so much bigger than what we think it is. This is all tying together. The things that we're seeing happening in the world and around the world. But I do think 2025 is the year where people are going to start being exposed. We're going to start, the cover-ups are going to be uncovered, and we're going to start seeing that like these things that are happening, they're like, oh, he was radicalized and was a supporter of ISIS. Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe that's just the programming that person, received. It's so, I don't know, man. Propaganda, fake news. Yes, I feel like these are not real stories. They're people that are being pulled into these situations. I wonder if there's going to be people that start coming forward to like share what's going on with these programs. Let's do one more spirit. Alive. Male alive. I don't know. There's something really, really weird going on behind the scenes. And I think that it's all interconnected. And I don't know how long it's going to take before we start to figure out what's going on, but there are people with very nefarious intentions that are doing a lot of really scary things. And my hope is that this becomes exposed before this can get too much worse. But like I always say, right? Tarot and these readings, it's all about energy. So this is the energy as it stands right now. But energy is constantly moving and flexing and changing because people have free will. So people can make different choices, make different, changes, and then the energy can completely shift. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you are still with me, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you are curious to know what decks I use, if you click on the description box down below, there is a link to my website. And on my website, I have links to all of the different decks with pictures and links to where you can purchase them. Also, in the description box down below is a link to join my channel membership. And that is a fun group that allows you access to exclusive member-only readings and gives you early access to certain videos. So it's a really fun time. If you are interested in that, you can check that out in the description box down below. Other than that, I want to thank you, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.